See if this live stream is working or not. Right now for war, we're waiting on 2, but we are in 17th. We dropped a bit last night. I think we peaked at, 7 or 8, to be honest, but have dropped back down. So we're going to be hoping to get top 16 again. Let me see. I have put up 113,000 points. So I warred last night until I hit 100,000 points. And then I decided, well, no, I didn't really decide. I just kind of fell asleep. So war so far has been decent. Some of the new teams are crazy to try and fight against. The new Mercer is just insane. Because, the S-Class Mercer, you can actually pull him off the wheel. And then if you pull him off the wheel, well, he can stun 5 tunes on the first turn as his lead skill. And hello all. Hi everyone. Oh, and there's my malware thing coming up. Hi everyone. So I hope war is going well for everyone out there. I like the elf hats that are dropping from completing a war. You get 50, but I think for the last Blitz war you actually got 75, which is kind of bothersome. 6 now, but still pushing. Good luck. Keep pushing. Always good to finish high, of course. Hey, Masks. Hello, Julius, Shankla, and Carol as well. So right now I'm just using some tickets to get myself another bear. I can do it. Hopefully my faction can do it. I really hope so. I know it's difficult through the holidays because obviously people are doing things with their families and stuff, or actually away. What do you think of my attack, Diego? I'm guessing Paris is actually Priya, Princess, James, and Tobin. I like it. I think it's a little risky only because there's no turn 1 control. I know days off of Priya helps a lot. And Diego, I had to max out my Diego and give him 30 rings just to make sure that he would survive. If we go to my team, main attack team here. My Diego has 30 rings just so that he can survive a little longer. My Cole is here, of course, for his control. Glenn, the attack up, as well as the command. So, one thing I think your team is missing is a command tune, because I find being able to command a tune and rush on turn 2 to be very important. By commanding on that second turn, you're rushing before the opponent does in most cases, unless they have a Dr. Stevens, and then you need to control them. Otherwise, I like the team because Princess is able to get rid of specialist skills, which in my opinion is one of the most important parts about her. It's completely new, and something that kind of occurred to me the other day is that her skill can actually get rid of a command specialist. And I think that's pretty cool because most people rely upon a command tune in order to create chaos. So by removing that tune, or at least nullifying their ability, they're basically just a paperweight, in my opinion. And we're still waiting on 1. I'm just going to let my faction know. Live streaming at the moment, folks. Say hi to the internet. And we have a bunch of solid factions in our cross-regional war. Walkers, TTT, Biohazard, Nightmare. We are 1. Never heard of Humming Jokers, but cool. Freak Show, Sicarios, the Infected, Outcast, Pistols of Wrath, Cheese Factory, iZombies, Survivors, Evil Intentions, Daryl Dixon. This Russian faction whose name I can never figure out. Anarchitis Elite? Sorry, I'm trying my best there. Thoughts on the new war wheel? Okay. Going over to the war wheel. So Alice, I think she's amazing. I would love to have her. Her lead skill is great, and you know what? A lot of free-to-play players don't have, many leaders. Her rush, fantastic. Plus 75% attack for 3 turns and focus. That's amazing. It's super useful, including being able to recover from impair. And on her rush, she can revive. So to me, she is one of the best leaders out there. Her active skill, isn't that great, but the rest of her is a great package. Even her weapon, impair when attacking, is really useful in my opinion. Dale, of course, is one of my favorite characters. I got him off of 210 pulls actually, and he was a staple in my offense and defense team for a long time, ever since I got him really. And I still run him on defense because he's just so solid. This rush, I use him on attack actually on my Priya team, but his rush, minus 60 defense for 3 turns to all enemies, that helps in both survival mode and in any match that you have. And then the active skill is incredible. So 100% heal reduction for 3 turns, and everyone on my team gets focus for 3 turns. Weapon, bound impair weapon, so it protects him a bit as well. Raven is a tune I would love to have. I love her active skill, the elusive and AP gain. So by being able to stop the enemy from being able to gain AP on the first turn and being forced to attack a tune that can do minus 40 AP is huge. Hopefully get her a deal. Didn't get lucky with Diego. That's unfortunate. Diego to me was the best tune on the last wheel, and I'm really glad I had him from before, and I was able to get a Harper. Alpha is probably the tune I want the least off the wheel, just because, her rush can give up to 2 teammates 100% AP, and based on how AP gains work, it's really easy to predict where a tune's AP will go. But my issue with it is just, 85 AP to get there is a lot. And evasion, anything with normalized now kind of just breaks specialist skills. So it's okay. Active skill, turn 3 active skill, all other teammates and all enemies get minus 85 AP. People don't always understand, so everyone on the field gets minus 85 AP, which of course is not great if it affects your own teammates, but that's why you have to rush your own tunes before using her active skill. The weapon, when killed, minus 85 AP to all enemies, is pretty cool because there is no way to disarm that. Good morning, Radcliffe Robinson. So, anyway, my overall thought on the wheel, I like the tunes on it. I think there are some really good choices for it. I really want to get Alice. I really want to get Raven. And then I'd probably go Alpha Dale just because I already have Dale. But Alice is definitely the tune of choice. Okay, so we're searching. That's good. As you see, I have 5,800 coins. I am waiting on a Tapjoy offer to award me some more coins. And then I'm going to do a pull on this bad boy. So, Mercer. For some reason, we have S-Class Mercer on the wheel, which I'm pretty sure they said this would never happen, but it has, so it's not that I'm exactly surprised because, it's happened before where they say, oh, this won't happen, and then it does. Like an example of that is on for a double attack tune with Collateral, for instance. They said that wouldn't happen, and then Conrad came out with a double attack weapon and Collateral to specialist skill with a rush that does multiple attacks. But Mercer, all tough and strong teammates get a huge bonus to AP when taking damage. At the beginning of each wave, up to 5 enemies get stunned for 1 turn. That to me is huge. Brutal cross-regional war, walkers and TTT, yep. But walkers is in our region, so we don't have to face them. So there's that. Daze Resist might pair well with Raisin. Agreed with that. Daze Resist is great on any turn 1 active skill tune. Back to Mercer again, 800% damage, up to 3 enemies. And then those enemies also get stunned for 2 turns. And when he's on defense, plus 75% bonus HP. Active skill, elusive for 2 turns, and all teammates recover from bleed, burn, and maim. So if someone's attacking with a Rolito lead, Mercer can handle that. And because he's able to stun everyone on the other team for the first turn, It's like you attack with a Rolito lead, and your turn is skipped. Mercer's turn comes up. He heals everyone anyway, and it's almost like you didn't attack with a Rolito lead. So that's a little disappointing there for anyone who wants to do that. So the easy way to combat this, in my opinion, would be if you notice a Mercer lead, don't use a Rolito attack team. But then again, like he could be obviously a support toon on the team, but then you wouldn't get the stun at least. Yep, I can show you guys the leaderboard. Hold on. So Walker's is in first, and they've beat TTT, I'm guessing 3 times based on this score. So that's going on. So Walker's, TTT, Biohazard, Nightmare, We Are One, Humming Jokers, Freak Show, Sicarios, The Infected, Outcast, Pistols of Wrath, Cheese Factory, I Zombies, Survivors, Evil Intentions, Daryl Dixon, Twilight Princess, the Russian faction whose name I have no idea how to pronounce, Anarchitas Elite, Silent Majority, Imperium Romanum, Proud Ray, Columbia, Ganadors, Rehab, and so on. Oh, don't spam my chat, please, Jax. Okay, so we have a war coming up. This is going to be fun, hopefully. Dark Matter, Japanese faction. In 31st, no idea what any of it says other than Nightmare. So, okay. Looks like we're gonna war. I am gonna try and take a tower to start. I only have 12 war refills, so I'm pretty low and I'm in dire need of more. So let's hope we get some good drops here, because I think I'm like -8 from last night or something like that. Been warring decently. No problem, Mylan. Happy to help. Okay, time to go. So for this war, the towers are a bit different, so all teammates can get 100% crit chance, which I don't think we've ever had that to all teammates before. Plus 20% attack when attacking camps and strongholds, so for the whole faction. And then I think it's a very large bonus to AP for everyone as well. So the towers this war are not subjective to one type of toon, which I kind of like, because it means everyone is getting the benefit. So you can run your normal attack team with ease. Rolito lead. Let's see. So I got the stun off. Ajax is killed. No one's going to go off right there, so I'm going to do that. Okay. I messed that up, and I was hoping it wouldn't trigger, but I'm probably going to lose this one now. But before I die, I'm going to try and take out just a couple toons with this, because then I'll get a few more points, and on that, I'm fleeing. So that one there, that was a terrible decision on my part. I should have just defended and cut my losses. Stun. Oh, okay, I'll stun. So I'm getting lucky with my own stuns right now, which is helpful. Let's see. Kriska's gonna use her active skill. I don't want to hit Doc just in case it triggers him. Hit the center toon. I indirectly killed him, which is helpful. And I should be able to auto the end of this. Reflect damage is honestly like the worst part, in my opinion, because, so many toons just randomly die over it. Okay, so my stunners have been working really well, which is nice. I'm kind of surprised that more people aren't modding for stun at the moment, just because since Mercer was released, everyone knows that stun resist mods are very, very important at the moment, because if he's able to stun you for on the first turn, well, it's kind of like you're already starting at a deficit, which is hard, of course. I'm not even really noticing what people are modding against at the moment. I'm not really paying attention to that at all. I should be, but I'm just trying to go fast at the moment. Yep. You know, you war by going fast. Yes, I hate reflex so much. It kills Priya and James all the time. All the time. So it seemed like this is a bit annoying, to be honest. I still hate Cam. I don't have my princess up and running yet, which makes this difficult. So who didn't... Okay, so Cam's still there. And I triggered. That sucks. Wayland's gonna give bonus HP. I gotta rush this and kind of just hope that I don't... Okay, that I don't trigger and that I don't hit Wayland. Okay, that's not the worst thing to happen, but it's not the best thing either. Stuff like this is just annoying to me because it's like I need to be really careful with my rushes, but also there's bleed to worry about. So this type of team bugs me a lot, and right like that, just a little bit of payback and it's too much. Oh, okay. Guys, you might hear me getting a bit frustrated. I would definitely say my warring percentage this war is down from the last one. And the last one, I would say most of that's because it was a transition period, the reason why I scored so high. And now people kind of have things under wraps a bit more and are modding differently based on the tunes that are out there and available. Okay, let's see. See, I don't have any good tunes left here. Everyone's pretty weak and they're all getting smoked because Cam just triggers a bunch of stuff. Will I lose my Rolito if I did the museum offer? No. Okay, guys, so in the museum offer, only the things that have an exclamation mark beside them are things that you can lose. And right here, this is super annoying. Mercer lead. First Mercer lead I've seen. Sorry, not true. First Mercer lead I've seen in this specific war. I've seen about 8 Mercer leads, and so all the people who have him, I am very jealous, but happy for you as well. I'm hoping that I'll get a break and be able to get him myself. I have 3 stun resist on crit gold mods. Oof. That's unlucky. I have some pretty good stun resist mods. Diego has a 75% stun resist mod. It was a perfect gold one that I got from something. I cannot remember what. Okay, so basically a windowless team unless I want to hit there and here. None of which I really want to do, but things that I have to do. Defense down. Attack here. Kill. Okay, I gotta think about this because now I don't have a way to get rid of the pain split. I'm gonna have to rush here and it's not gonna be high enough. Let's see how much damage is done. Okay, not bad. Much better than what I thought it would be. Stunned. The healing. This is why I wish I still had Priya there, because Priya could have removed all positive status effects, which would have been very, very helpful. Okay, so that's okay. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Hi, Tactical Blue. Back over here. People are alive. Do you have Pete? No, I do not have Pete yet. I know basically everyone has Pete, but I don't yet. I didn't consider him to be a high priority. I didn't want to keep going for blue keys when blue keys were still dropping from war, for instance, and other things. Like, I don't know. I just felt like there were better ways to use my resources. Although defense is important for survival's sake, I find offense to be more important because if you don't score, well, you're not going to get any points and you're not helping your faction as much. I know some people would just say, well, if you're dead, you can't help them either. But based on like team habits, I guess, there's a certain order that people usually attack in. You know, it's usually all camp A first and then camp B or vice versa. So when people do that, you're kind of able to predict, you're able to predict where people will be attacking first. So it's kind of up to chance. And there's really no defense that is 100%. Just, there isn't. There never will be, because, the game will continue to develop and people will continue to get better. So, let's see here. This one's gonna go a little better, I think. Okay, so defense down. Wayland is bothersome. I need to see if I can... Okay. Yes, guys, I talk a lot out loud when I play because I'm thinking too much about this. Okay. So, Cam, I want to attack now. 99, 1,000. I'm going to risk it, and it's enough to kill him, and then it's game over. Pete is good for survivability in attack teams. He's okay for... you know what? He's okay for survivability in attack teams, but he's not fast enough. He can work on an auto team, in my opinion, but as soon as you try to use him in, well, almost any other team, it's hard. Not just that, it's slow, and I like to go fast, and it's tough for me to slow down on something, and if I don't get a stun here, I'm probably gonna die. So I'm probably gonna die here because that's an S-Class Priya, I think, and she is rushing. Okay, I only lost 2. I thought I was gonna lose 3, so that is not as bad as I thought. But I'm gonna have Mercer rush, I'm gonna have Dayu rush, and I don't think there's a way. Okay, I was able to kill Mercer, that's helpful. Basically, James is just attacking my own team. Okay. I need to adjust to the new Mercer teams. That's something I've realized. And I need more stun resist mods on my attack team, which is a bit annoying because they're modded a specific way, of course. Like, there's stun resist here. I think they all have stun resist, actually. I think I've gone over this. Yeah, so they all do have stun resist. It's just I don't have any higher stun resist, so... Oi. This is not starting out great, but... you live and die by your own sword. I need to learn how to adjust to the new Mercer lead, just like everyone else, and be less, aggressive, more cautious with what I'm doing. It's not slow for me because I can turn 3 most teams most of the time. Okay, that's fair. Like, again, it depends on what you use. Like, I know I would need to use a Rolito lead and some other bleed tunes along with Pete to have kind of like an auto team. If I were to use a Pete on attack, I just feel like it's a defensive tune that I don't need to have because, he heals. He can revive and apply a Guardian, but he's not really an attacking force. And, like, I kind of like my tunes all having a specific position and, like, something that they do. So, like, here, for example, it's a bit riskier because I have no shield and no turn 1 control, but I have a disarm tune in it now. And... like, if I played this differently, so if I used something closer to this, I could probably rush Harper on the first turn with a command tune. How'd you get better with creating offense teams? Okay, so when I create offensive teams, I think about, like, team synergy as a whole. There's basic pieces, so here, a leader tune, a defense down or attack up tune, so Harper kind of does that, but Glenn can also do that as well. A big damage dealer, in this case it's Sean, and a controller, which is Cole there. In my main attack team here, same general idea, lead who can do defense down, as well as some control because of his rush. He also has a focus ability, which helps. Daze, which is great, huge damage dealer. James is also a damage dealer, which I'm able to get away with because my Cole has a 20% AP weapon to self. So I can rush him on the first turn, use his active skill on the first turn, and then rush him on the second turn if I need. Okay, enemy destroyed. I was late. I'll have another shot at this Mercer team. It's hard to decide what to go with against this because my best stun resist mods are on this team, of course. So... like, I'm going to have to go in with it, and it's going to be a bit of RNG because I don't know who's not going to be stunned. I don't really have an option to use someone else other than my Cole, and I've already found his taunt resist. Like, there's lots of taunt resist here, basically. Yeah, they almost all have taunt resist, except for Priya. Okay, so there's a bit of luck, which I like. Going to attack Priya a bit. Okay, this turn I can use my Diego. Let's see, so kill here because Mercer won't be able to go off. I think I should be able to kill him. Perfect. And see, in this case, the RNG went really well, and there was no issues for me. Does this happen all the time? No. As you saw by the last time I hit this person. So last time I ended up losing. This time I ended up beating them in 3 turns. So it's, you never really know at some point, and I guess part of randomness in the game is part of the point, right? If you knew you were going to win every single time, well, where's the fun in that? Like, I know some people like to win, I like to win as well, but there's never going to be a perfect formula. Oh, your Pete is a stun gun. I wish I had a Pete, and I wish I had a stun gun. Hey GBZ, welcome to the chat. Hey Captain Walker Slayer, have you upgraded your weapons to 5 stars? Most of them, no. I've only done a few because I don't have a lot of the armory tokens, so I upgraded this one. Obviously, it didn't come out perfectly. The 43% attack was the last thing. This epic skill, I don't actually mind it because 10% of max AP, 5% basic damage on basic attacks, and being on a double attack weapon, you have 2 times the chance to do that. Well, to get that effect. I upgraded my Cole's weapon just because I use Cole a lot, and, being a bound weapon, I can switch it out with a non-bound weapon that I craft, so I think that can be really useful, and I kept his disarm on this one. Mercer, yes. I've seen quite a few teams with Mercer already, and it's pretty annoying. Hey, Bloodline. Thanks, Danny, for the spam. Yeah, Poet is in my faction. Oh, okay, yeah. Poet's moved around a lot. He joined us during the last transfer section, actually. Well, he joined a different faction first and then joined us, so yeah. Yeah, my phone memory's always running out, to be honest. I never have enough, it seems. I just keep too many things on my phone. Too much video, to be honest. I watch a ton of video. Okay, so not bad on the gold mod stuff. All of these are for rotten heads or war tokens. Now there's a 2-to-1 ratio, so for every 2 war tokens there's 1 rotten head, and that's why I like going with rotten heads from these, because when we take a look at rank rewards, this one. If we take a look, the ratio between these two is 4-to-1. So 4 war tokens for 1 rotten head. So it makes more sense to get war tokens here than the rotten heads. I don't even know how many I still need to upgrade my Kapoor. I've kind of just put him on the sideline for a while, to be honest. So I need 2 more whole rotten heads. And what is it? It's like 40, I think, in here to exchange. So I need to open this, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times. So I need to open 12 of these in order to get all the rotten heads that I need. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And because we don't know if we will need more rotten heads in the future, I am not going to open up those tokens. So I have the exact amount that I need now to upgrade my Kapoor. So now I can leave him for a bit. What you hoping for Christmas? Ooh, for Christmas, I am hoping for... I have no idea, to be honest. A nice mic would be nice so I could record better so you guys could hear me a bit more. Last word bags, yeah. Those last word bags are from when the map was glitching out. So I just have a bunch of them and I'm just going to hold on to them for now. I still have some flags. some war tokens, some random harvest gear that isn't that great. Oh, there we go. I forgot I had cards. This choice box, which they were supposed to make great, and it came out with replenishes, materials, survivors, and food. And I don't think that's been fixed yet. Which, no comment. Just no comment. Okay, so another war here. Daryl Dixon faction. Seeing a lot of Pete leads, which is pretty standard. Great to see you streaming again. Keep going. Thanks, Bloodline. I really appreciate it. A new mic would be great, but I will get one eventually because I know that some people have reported that my audio has been messed up, and you know what? It probably is. I won't lie. I am streaming off my phone again. No real great software, using something called Omelette Arcade, which has been actually really good for me. I can't lie. It's been really solid. In case some of you guys missed it, I'm right now really hoping to get more coins because I'm at 5,800 in order to do a 40 pull on Mercer. I do have some coins owed to me by Tapjoy, so I'm hoping that they get back to me soon because I will post my 40 pull and I will either be really, really happy or really, really sad. Oh, a Nintendo Switch. That sounds really nice. I still haven't played Breath of the Wild, and I wish I had it. I wish I was able to play it. I wish I had it. I'm a huge Legends of Zelda fan, as seen by my name, Link. For those of you who don't know, Link obviously is an alias for me, and based on my faction name, Twilight Princess, my co-lead and I actually made the faction. And he kind of named it after my alias name. Used to use Omelette, but was buggy, so switched to Streamlabs. Yeah, I'll have to look over at Streamlabs over the break, to be honest. Hopefully it'll be better than this. I really hate coin wars, but it is what it is. Yeah, coin wars suck. Just because, as a free-to-play player, I don't have a lot of coins usually. The only reason I do right now is because I was able to do some Tapjoy offers that gave me quite a few coins. And I find that I'm really good at some of the games that Tapjoy asks us to do for coins. I have 2,500 coins that are hopefully on hold for me from Tapjoy. Amanda is the leader. Yep, Amanda is the leader. Really good leader. Solid player, solid person. Really, really happy to be in the faction that I'm in. Have some great people here, and I'm excited for us to hopefully make an entry into War of Champions, which I think we should. We're placed in 22nd overall, which is pretty high in my opinion. Well, pretty high as in it's in the top 40 and securely in the top 40. So, hoping to have another solid war, of course, in order to put up some good points and keep our spot. Now, I'm not sure exactly. I can't remember how many more wars there are that contribute to it. I think it's 1 or 2. Okay, see you later, Captain Walker Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. This is actually to everyone. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Really appreciate you guys all tuning in to watch me stream and listen to me play, as well as, just support my channel in general. It really means a lot to me. And I'm glad you guys like the content that I'm able to put out. It's not always easy to find good content that people connect with, people find useful. And, I'm doing my best to make sure that everyone is engaged with what I'm able to present. And, I'm really thankful for the position that I'm in. Frickin' reflect. Yep, reflect. Okay. Kind of have to deal with him, hopefully, because he's gonna rush and he's gonna give AP to Krista. Krista's gonna rush, and that's gonna hurt. Okay, I gotta breathe because my frustration isn't helping. Thankfully, Priya hits really, really hard. Why so serious war? He always encounters coin wars. Yeah, coin wars are Walkers is a top faction, so they're gonna come across a lot of coin wars. And that's just how the game goes, you know. Like if you want to play at the top level, you're going to have to coin. In my opinion, at least, like there's really no chance to not coin. Yeah, your hands are kind of tied with it because you want to do your best for the faction, and a lot of the time that means having to put up quite a few coins in order to help your faction secure the win. I play Blitz War, Normal War a bit better than CRW. Well, Blitz War, if you think about it, is a bit easier just because you don't have to use as many tins usually. With only 6 people, like in a party, you just have more of an opportunity, in my opinion, to get more hits in, as long as you can hit consistently, right? I don't want the disarm. And I'm gonna hit center tune, hope that the collateral will kill Doc as well. Doesn't kill Doc, but I'm going to be able to kill some other people. Yes, I do have line. It is, hold on, I will type it out. I will type it out for you guys because I used to put it at the end of my videos and then I kind of stopped because I forgot. So just remember the period at the end of it. Without the period, it won't work. People can't find me. Okay. See, another type of team here that kind of just bothers me. And the only reason it bothers me is because, like, slow obviously slows down my ability to attack. Having a tune like Cam with Bide, because I don't have Princess ready, also hurts. I want to get rid of Krista right now. And it's going to kill Cam as well, it seems, so that's good. See, a critical hit. Honestly, Priya with a crit set mod setup has been super useful for me. Just, you know, whenever she has a critical hit, it's almost a one-hit KO, unless it's someone with like dexterity, like Kapoor or tenacity. But if I use Princess when I get her up and running and use normalize, then that won't even matter, so it'll be null point at some point. I don't ever run out of war energy. I have like 97 war cans. I wish. I run out all the time, and that's why I need blitz wars and stuff in order to regain some cans, basically. Okay, let's see. How are we doing here? Just Krista left. If I can't stun her here... Okay, and she's gonna kill someone. That was my own mistake, and I have to eat it. I have a good tune for getting towers. I haven't missed a single tower in Mansion. Nice. I just used my single Abraham. Like, sometimes it's just my internet connection isn't great. So, there's not much to do about that. Like, right now, I am at my friend's house, so I don't have my normal internet connection. But it's working pretty well for me. I'm happy with how this has been going. I think the stream is going well. Let's see. Loving Diego, he's amazing. Glad you're loving him, GBZ. He is probably my favorite tune. Like, just flat out favorite tune. And I think I just stunned myself off Pete. Whew. Yeah. I do put teams on towers sometimes. I think I did in this war. I don't always, depending on who we're fighting, because sometimes I want to farm the towers because again, I am low on war cans. And there goes Krista. Okay, let me see. There isn't a way I can win this, so the best thing I can do is just to kill some tunes, because Arav is going to rush and kill everyone. So that team, I like that team. I'm going to have to go with that with a different type of team, because how it's set up with the double command tunes, someone is going to rush. It's either going to be Krista or it's going to be Arav, and if Arav rushes, then the match is pretty much over before it even starts, really. So I'm not going to use Cole here because there's no command tune, and I'm going to want to use his active skill here. I didn't need to use it yet, but I didn't want to attack and potentially kill Mia yet. I use Andrea and 2 blue govs. See, I think that might be slower just because the number of rushes that need to go off, and I'm dead. Yeah, I'm not going to coin back in this one. We're too far behind. This team, though, well put together. S-Class Arov, Nick, so that bonus AP